Hi guys, this is the Accurist MS921 Sports Active Watch. In the review we'll go through the style, features as well as dimensions. So without further ado, let's get started. As you can see, this is a metal watch. We have a metal case, stainless steel case with a black polished finish. You have polished sides on both sides of the case. The front of the shoulders though is sort of a matte finish. So sort of a brushed matte finish to the edges on the shoulders, highly polished down the sides, and that includes the pushers and the crown as well. We have a very vibrant orange silicone strap. This has a tyre type pattern in it, sort of tyre texture to it. You've got a very highly polished black buckle. One single retainer in orange. We have a lot of adjustment points on the strap, and we also have a sort of a flat side this side. So this side's flat, whereas the other side's got the tread pattern on it. On this side, exactly the same. If we look at the rear of the watch, we can see it's a stainless steel watch. It tells us it's all stainless steel. We've got a screw down back. It also tells us that this watch is 100 meters water resistant. That means the watch is definitely waterproof. You can definitely go swimming with it, in the sea, in the swimming baths, whatever you want, getting in the shower, surfing, whatever you would like to do with it. If we come around to the face of the watch, you can see you've got a very, very thin bezel, so it's not much of a bezel at all really. It's got a slight thin case, and then we've got this large glass crystal going across the front of the face. We have an inner ring just inside the face, just under the glass. This has a triangle at the top in orange for the 12 o'clock position. You've got markers for the minutes in white. When you get to the 10 and 20, they're in orange. But then going on from that, the 30, 40 and 50 are in white. So it distinguishes this little bit here, which would be your dive times. Although it's not a rotating bezel, so it's a bit pointless. On the actual face itself, below that ring, you've then got more precise markers. So again, white markers, they've got a little railroad. You've then got numbers, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, and hour markers in between. All of these have got luminous paint on. So you've got white luminous paint in the 12, the 2, the 4, the markers as well. The hands, the hour and minute hands, are orange with a large piece of luminous painting, and the second hand is just orange with no luminous painting. As this is one of the more modern Accurist watches, and one of their sporting range, the lume on this watch is incredibly good. These watches have a very nice sort of bluey green, very bright lume to them, which is on the hands and, as I said, the numbers as well. This watch is a chronograph. You have a dial at the bottom by 6 o'clock, which with a orange hand. That's your seconds counter. The half quarter dial over at 9 o'clock is the minutes. So you count round on seconds on the bottom, minutes on the 9 o'clock position. The dial or half dial at the 3 o'clock position is for the 24-hour clock. Now the chronograph works the same as always. Top pusher to start, you press that once. That starts off the chronograph feature, so the second hand, as I said, is going around down the bottom. Rather than a hand, the dial at 9 o'clock is actually a dial. The dial moves, whereas the little orange arrow stays in position. So you've got an orange arrow staying in position, and then you've got this little dial which is moving. It counts all the way around to 30 minutes. When you want to stop the chronograph, press the top button to stop it. That stops the dial from going round. Press the bottom button to reset it, and if you just have looked, you would have noticed that the little other dial has also moved around as well. Now Accurist do a range of these watches. They call these watches the active watch. They're very similar to the GP watch in some respects in the face. I have reviewed a GP watch before. That is in my review list, which we listed down below. And I've also mentioned this watch before when I reviewed its brother, the MS920, which is the blue and silver version. When I did that review, I did mention that I wanted to get hold of the orange one if I saw one. This is the blue model. Now the differences between them are quite clear. The blue one's got a silver case and obviously a blue strap, whereas the orange strap, they've both got the tyre pattern on them. The face is slightly different in that the blue one has actually got white hands, but it's got blue markers around the edges. This one's got the orange hands and the orange markers. Now, as I said, when I did the review for this blue one, I did show pictures, and I'll mention them here again, of the other models in this range, because they also do white with white face, and they do a white with a black face. Now, they were the only models I thought they did. At the time when I did that review, I realised that they only did those 4, but since then, I've also noticed that they do a yellow version with a black face, black case, yellow strap and yellow hands. Whereas beforehand, I only thought the orange one was the only black cased watch they did. The others were stainless steel. But even so, still a very, very nice watch. And I prefer the orange more than I do the yellow. If a yellow comes up at the right price, I would probably get one anyway, just to build a collection. I'm not so sure about the white ones. Maybe the white with the white face I would probably get, but I'm not so sure if I'd want the white with the black face. But they are lovely watches. If we come to the sizes, the face of the watch is rather large. It's 42mm across, which is all the glass. The case size is 45mm. If you include the crown, that makes it 48mm. The strap, pretty standard, that's 21mm men's size. The thickness of the watch, they're not too thick, they look quite chunky, but they're only 12mm in depth from front to back. Weight wise, again with a lot of these watches, it's all stainless steel for the case, but you've got a lightweight silicone strap, so the weight is 91 grams, but it's balanced well, so it's quite comfortable on the wrist. It is a big watch with a big face. It's very easy to read, very easy to see, and it stands out quite considerably. But overall, I really like these watches. I think they're really nice. They're quite a unique style. They have a bit of a look to them that makes them look a little bit like the Tag Heuer Carrera watch, where the dials are positioned, and that's probably what it's based on. But I do think these are really nice looking watches. It's a nice collection. There's only a handful in the collection, so it'd be nice to start collecting them. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the review. If you do, please hit the like button down below. Please think about subscribing and hitting the notification bell to be notified when I upload the next load of videos. Thanks again. Bye bye.